He made just one change from the side which beat Bristol City a week earlier. Andy Cook came into attack to link up with Kurt Nogan. Jerry Harrison had recovered from the nasty head injury which saw him carried off at Ashton Gate. Swindon were forced to make one change, with Paul Bodin back in place of the injured Jason Drysdale. Our match commentator is Jed Pittman.
So it's Burnley who get things underway on a cold and blustery winter's day in the northwest. Kicking from left to right. Harrison's free kick. Cook and Horlock going up together. Parkinson. Good run here from Cook. Now it might fall for Nogan. And it's going to strike the post with a good save from the keeper. An early escape for Swindon, thanks to Frank Talia and the right-hand upright. Bodin. Looking for Finney, he's got Allison in support. Instead it goes the other way for Horlock. And a good save for the keeper, Beresford. On Horlock's wrong foot, that being his right. And just possibly slipped as he went for the shot as well. This is Weller. Nogan as well. Parkinson. Good looking ball too, and Talia is there to deny Burnley again. The cross was a good one. The header was firm and down. And Talia did equally as well. Crosses from Ayres, deep 1-2, and Talia knew all the time it was going over the top. Allen. And a good challenge from Winstanley. Nogan. Winstanley continuing his run like a buffalo up the pitch at the moment. Ayres. Nogan. Good build-up by the home side. Still Winstanley is there and gets the shot in. In the end, deflected over by Cook. It could have gone absolutely anywhere. Bodin. Finney. And just a possibility of a shot, and indeed there was. As the defence just backed off, and you can't afford to do that too often with Steve Finney. Robinson. And almost for Wayne Allison. Good work from Winstanley again. And then Sean Taylor. Unlucky for Sean Taylor. Made a habit of scoring in recent games, importantly as well. Horlock. Patient build-up by Swindon. Culverhouse. Allen. Good running off the ball. This is Horlock. An excellent ball to Steve Finney. And Finney's in here with a great chance on goal. And they're screaming for a penalty. The challenge was from Winstanley. He rode the challenge of one player very well indeed. And Winstanley appeared to bring him down from behind. And Steve Finney not at all happy. Off injured and not happy at all with that referee for not pointing to the spot. Robinson will take the throw. Horlock. Oh, good play, he finds good, and now Allison. Good defending from Burnley, pushing Swindon back all the time though. This is Robinson again. Does well, does very well in fact. So too though Beresford. Taylor and Nogan going together now. This is Cook and Nogan. Well, perhaps he should have shot first time. I think he definitely should have shot first time. The eventual outcome, a quite comfortable save for Frank Talia. And there, Allen sending it the wrong way. Cook certainly putting Nogan in. And Talia off his line very, very quickly indeed. And he certainly needed to be as well. Gooden with the corner. This is Bodin. And Alisson! Oh dear, oh dear. Alisson should have put Swindon one up. Oh, perhaps he could have even left it for Horlock behind him. At least one of them should have scored. Alisson. Robinson. Good game this afternoon is Robinson, and another back cross either. Here's Ling, and off the line, although fairly comfortably so. He's not been on the pitch too long, Martin Ling. Acrobatic stuff indeed. Fairly comfortable for the defender, though. Oh, good-looking ball. This is Alisson through. Winstanley holding him back, surely. And in the end, makes a good challenge. And Alisson furious with the referee. Maybe 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. That's what Winstanley would say. Alisson would certainly disagree. Corner, the net result. Bowden will take it. Oh dear, not the best in the world from Paul Bowden. There's Allen. Robinson again being brought into play. Taylor, Alisson. Again, the defence making it difficult for him. The shot eventually deflected wide. And Burnley really have defended well in numbers, as they did at Bristol City a week ago. Although they should have lost that one by a hatful. Gooden will take the corner. And at the far post is Taylor. Good save from Beresford. Still the danger not over. This is Bowden. And a great chance for Seagraves, and a brilliant stop on the line. And Burnley now will try and break themselves under immense pressure for a while. And good work from Culverhouse. Nogan. And eventually the ball goes out, as Burnley had to defend so strongly there. First from this effort from Taylor. Beresford saving well at the near post. As the ball came back in from Bowden, Seagraves with a great chance, brilliantly headed off the line. This is Allen. Robinson, good first touch. The lucky ricochets too. Here's Ty Gooden. And not a million miles away. The game seems destined to go to 0-0.
Well, for the second week running, Burnley escaped with something perhaps they didn't deserve against the West Country team.
Yeah, I thought they played a bit better, certainly yesterday, than they did the week before at Bristol City. And just looking at some of the highlights that we saw, Swindon should have had something in the second half. I thought, well, this was virtually the first minute of the game. I don't know what happened to Swindon at the back. You know, the 3 centre-backs. It was only Culverhouse who comes in the action when it was blocked. And you can imagine Steve McMahon saying to players, listen, it's Heath's first game, they'll be buzzing at home. You know, you just be careful in the first few minutes. And of course, they were lucky as he came off Talia. And then they got themselves really back in the game and steadied the ship for a while. But the second half just seemed a procession of chances for Swindon. Yes, they did, and I thought that, you know, it's unfortunate we're going to pick a couple of them out, and I think this was probably the best chance that they had. The ball comes to the far post. Bowden quite cleverly dinks it back in, and it's a Chief. I don't know what he's trying to do. I presume he was trying to pick out the far post, but he had such a free header, and he must have seen the goalkeeper out the corner of his eye, and if he'd just dinked it over him towards a goal, that would have put them 1-0 in front. And then, quite close to the end, Mark Seagraves had an opportunity which is quite similar, actually, wasn't it? It wasn't too dissimilar, was it? Again, from another Gooden corner, I think, from the right-hand side. And I think Taylor has a first shot, actually blocked by the defender. And it's, again, Bowden loads of time, sells the defender a dummy, lofts it to the far post. I think, actually, in this instance, that Seagraves was looking to pick up one of the runners back into the box, as you see it. I don't think he was going for goal. It was back towards goal from one of his own players. But unfortunately, it was defended by Burnley. And, you know, I think the problem with Swindon, had so many away games lately as well, that it's always going to be difficult away from home. I know they've got the best record in the Football League away from home, but it's still difficult because, of course, you've got to play against the crowd as well as the home side. In their goalless draw at Burnley.
Swindon will go into their local derby at Oxford tomorrow night hoping for better fortune in front of goal than they had at Turf Moor. Steve Finney was convinced he should have had a second-half penalty. The referee waved play on, and to make matters worse for Finney, he had to be helped off with an injury. Swindon certainly had the chances to stay level on points with second division leaders Blackpool. Wayne Allison's header really should have been on target. Pressure grew steadily on the Burnley goal, and next it was substitute Martin Ling to be denied. His acrobatic effort brought a goal line clearance. Two more close shaves in the space of seconds meant more frustration for Swindon. First skipper Sean Taylor's shot was blocked, then when Paul Bowden picked up the ball and crossed it back in, Burnley's defence were again stretched. This clearance meant Steve McMahon had to settle for a point.